questions?
Maybe the last one. Do you see any convergence with cellular technology? And the question comes mainly, let me give some of the context. I'm running a company which is doing something similar but crowded on the cellular side, and we also have some visibility to Wi-Fi. And we have seen all of these MVNO, Wi-Fi first carriers. Google Fi is one of them.
Right.
Is this something that they're looking at, or is it just?
No, we're absolutely looking at that. We don't, people ask me a lot, say, well, free Wi-Fi, how are you gonna run a business with free Wi-Fi? And in fact, what we're doing, because we have so many partnerships with network providers, we're actually driving the cost of Wi-Fi down. The closer it gets to free, the better. Because again, we're not an infrastructure company. I'm not making investments in the infrastructure. Our history, our heritage is in connection management. So part of Smart Connect, the intelligent connection, is all about finding the right connection for our customers at the right time. Now, Wi-Fi first, but if Wi-Fi isn't available, well, we want to switch you over to cellular. And if cellular isn't available, we're actually talking to the satellite guys, because satellite data is something I think is going to be very important to all of us over the next few years. So we're about connection management, not about any given technology. And I think, Hassan, that probably exhausts my time. Oh, another question.
Made it. It works. You mentioned one of the earlier slides, you wanted to also open Wi-Fi hotspots, and then you check the credentials, whether it's possible to be a partner or some hotspot of your network. What about security? If I have an open Wi-Fi hotspot, I can hack everything behind very easily.
Yeah, that's a great
So
question.
I
I'm glad you asked
something.
that. We have one of the key selling points of iPass Smart Connect is security. We build VPN security in the last mile in every one of those connections. So our customers are safe. They don't worry anymore about data security or privacy, because we've secured that. In the part where it's most vulnerable, as you say, in that part where the man-in-the-middle attacks happen in that last mile. So we've got that part covered.
Let's try it. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Hi.
going back to the quality of service question that somebody had before, I was wondering if you only measure quality of service based on like typical performance metrics like throughput and delay, or if you also allow the user to sort of rate the connection and their sort of experience on it as well.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We haven't done that, but we'll look. I like that one. I do like that one. It kind of fits with the whole crowdsourcing, and if we could get that data back. The balance, I'm talking the balance there. The balance is between being invisible and being annoying.
Yeah.
All right? So someplace in the middle, there's probably something that works there, where if there was an unobtrusive way to get user feedback in specific locations, that would be very valuable data. So that's a very good suggestion. I like that. All right. Some of you haven't asked the question yet, so oh, nothing.
Are there any legal issues of collecting all these?
There are legal issues. Question was, are there any legal issues? But there's a lot of laws, and all we have to do is comply with those laws. And we've got a really good lawyer, and we're very careful. And primarily, I mean, the laws in Europe in terms of privacy and data protection are, of course, much more stringent. And we are very much a European-centric company in the sense that we do more business in Europe than we do any other place in the world. So we're very much attuned to the laws for privacy and data security. So we have offices in London, Paris, Amsterdam, and Munich. So we're well covered in Europe, and my sales team is reminding me all the time about the legislation, the laws, new things that are happening in terms of data security. Yes, sir.
So, I know you're still just a few months in your early end, but just wondering if there were any implications on the app, on the client side, if it's picking up Wi-Fi hotspots continuously and sending that up to the cloud. Is that going to drain my battery?
Yeah, that's another great question. These are really good questions. The answer is yes, and our answer is we actually have built in the intelligence to be able to sense that. And when battery gets to some level, some point, I don't know what it is, Raghu, but the answer is we monitor that, we're sensitive to that, and we will turn off the data collection if the battery gets down to a certain level. So we're very sensitive to that piece and to user usability, and so we will not become a drain. The other things that we do in the intelligence is, as you can see, you get there's the opportunity for a lot of overlap, but as much as the crowdsourcing is good, once we get an area where we think it is pretty well saturated, we can stop collecting data in some areas, at least for a period, so we're not just, for us it's so we don't have any more data than we need, and again, it's just more convenient for our users. And I think I really probably should slam the lid on it. Hey, thanks very much for your attention. Thanks for all the great questions. Appreciate it, and I'm sure that you all know how to find us. As a matter of fact, we have a table out in the back, and we have a number of folks here from iPass today, so any additional questions about the SDK and questions about being an iPass customer, all that good stuff, we got a great team here that can help you out. So thanks again.